Welcome to ISTV English News. This is Panorama giving you the news. Let's see the headlines. Reports of encroachment on Manipur's Juko Valley by Nagaland will be inquired into soon, says Chief Minister Okram Ibobi. Now the news in detail. Manipur Chief Minister Okram Ibobi today said that the reports of encroachment on Manipur's Juko Valley by Nagaland will be propped into very soon, and if necessary, centre's help would be sought to settle the issue. The Chief Minister said this while taking part in the observance of Anti-Terrorism Day at Congress Bhavan on BT Road. He further reiterated that not a single inch of Manipur's land will be ceded. After receiving reports of the inquiry, the state government will talk with the Nagaland counterpart and take steps to prevent any act of encroachment on Juko Valley, he said.
Proper demarcation Juko Valley is entire 100% from the handle interstate boundary
Expressing displeasure over the incident of thrashing of Congress worker by the armed cadres of NACN-IM, Chief Minister Ibobi alleged that the centre was not doing anything on the incident. The NACN-IM is presently engaged in ceasefire and political talks with the centre. The outfit has always been indulging in violent activities in every election held in the hills of Manipur. But the centre seems to prefer to remain as a silent spectator to these activities. The centre must take up appropriate action against the Naga rebel outfit, he said.
State government NACN-IM talk to him. Action Canada state government, DGP state government, workers candidates in protection bigger than equation Minister of Home Affairs, Government of India, NACN-IM ceasefire peace talk to any violation of ceasefire, ground violation, action logo the
On the other hand, eminent economist of Manipur, Professor N. Mohendro has said that the dispute between the two states had better be examined by setting up an interstate council under Article 263 of the Indian Constitution.
Interstate Council the Yagodori members say Chief Minister Yaugani, Aduga Lieutenant Governor Singh Yaugani, Administrator Mayamama Yaugani, Aduna. Bazana Tony Yang Imoni Yang say Ahan Badana Toiba area Munariba boundary Lariba conflict Uriba Amagam Yana Daribasi. Chalaga investigate to physically hajari bako madumatawi ani shuba mana madui matung da phaminaraga discussion si consultation kawi expert yaurani moi masa phamani amaga si puthokna dana tawraga maduma adam tawi ani subagi ahum subagi sina ani sina pura yanaraba ade state ani sigi yanaba porapagi recommendation ma supi ba asumai tawraga di kitang hanagi laiba phibam sidagi reduce and I personally feel that a time has come for the government of Manipur to initiate the discussion or reference to interstate council.
The 23rd Anti-Terrorism Day organized by Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee was observed at the Congress Bhavan today. Chief Minister Okram Ibobi, President of MPCC and also Deputy Chief Minister Gaikangam, Works and Transport Minister Dr. K. Ratan Kumar and many other leaders and workers of Congress attended the observance. Those present offered floral tributes to the photo of former Prime Minister of India, late Rajiv Gandhi, and paid homage to the departed soul of the late leader. President of MPCC Gai Khangam led the gathering in taking the oath to fight terrorism together. Konjeng Hazari Laikai Mairabai B has refuted the allegation by a resident that the plot left after acquiring land by the government for expansion of the road where the Laikai was going to construct a crematorium belongs to her. President of the Mairabai B Association Tongbram Ongbi Bhabini told media persons at a press meet held at the Konjeng Hazari Laikai Development Club that the house that stands on the plot in front of the cremation ground belongs to Wan Ningol. The woman, who has raised objection to construction of the crematorium, was just trying to make her personal benefits out of raising the objection. For that purpose only, she had constructed a school and an office at the site. The previous cremation ground of the Laikai had been acquired by the government for expansion of the Tibim Road, and what has been remaining is the property of the Laikai. The allegation that the remaining part is our property kept for construction of our garage is totally baseless. There is a government drain too. Her claim that the lane even beyond the drain cannot be accepted as a reasonable argument, the Mairabai leader said, adding that the plot would be used as the cremation ground for the locality.
Mahag yam nauriba miyoini magi ipai pu hagdagi akoigi mokoigi father si akoigi hongaklingai mamangdagi mangje akoi itihas ka sagonaraga laglaba akoigi mongpham neba masidai sida mahangna akoigi drain si sidai sida sarkar gi drain lama cheli drain si gi wang masida magi gari pa ki hingon saruk pata lam thadomi haibase karamba makhalgi patano karmai tawbano aduga akhoi di masi se akhoi gi tung koina akhoi gi mangje adum oidna akhoi leigani haiba wafam se akhoi ISTV gi thongda akhoi chingtok jari sini akhoi masidai sida awai khum tawna gumsi.
A Chinese-made hand grenade was found at the gate of National Institute of Technology, Takyal, around 9 o'clock this morning. The bomb was discovered by a personnel of the police outpost located inside the NIT complex. Later, the bomb was retrieved by a bomb squad and safely detonated elsewhere. On the other hand, cadres of NSC and IM and Jet UF were engaged in a gun battle at Tausang Part 2 on the Nungwa subdivision in Tamenglong district this morning around 6:30 a.m. However, there is no report of any casualty in the gun battle. Now let's see some national and international news. In a bid to test the usability of existing roads as runway for its fighter jets, the Indian Air Force landed one of its frontline aircraft on the Yamuna Expressway in Uttar Pradesh, just a few kilometers from Delhi on Thursday morning. The IAF Mirage 2000, which got airborne from one of the bases in central India, touched down at the expressway for a few seconds and then took off again, leaving hundreds of onlookers surprised and puzzled. This is being seen as a part of an exercise that the IAF have been doing for the past few days to see where they can take off or land from highways during emergency situations. All facilities like massive air traffic control, safety services, rescue vehicles, bird clearance parties, and other requirements were set up by IAF personnel from Air Force Station, Agra. An 8-year-old girl from Agra wrote a letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeking financial help for her treatment as he has a hole in her heart. Tayaba wrote to Modi about her heart problem and told him that her family was not financially capable to get her treatment done. Tayaba's father is a cobbler who runs a family with his meager salary. The Prime Minister's office immediately responded to the letter and arranged for her treatment at New Delhi's GB Pant Hospital, where all the expenses incurred in her treatment will be borne by the government. Tayaba said, "I have a hole in my heart. My father did not have money for my operation. I saw on television that Prime Minister works for everyone. I deserve to live." Kerala Minister Dr. M.K. Munir was travelling in an SUV when it hit a man riding a scooter. Dr. Munir rushed the victim, a college professor, to the nearest hospital where he died on Tuesday. The accident has triggered a controversy because Munir was using a white Range Rover that is registered in the name of a businessman, but bore license plates proclaiming it a government vehicle. The car used a lal bati or red beacon used to indicate a VIP is on the move and must get right of way. Chief Minister Oman Chandi, defending his minister, said there is nothing wrong with using private vehicles. Many times we use a taxi with government number plates while in transit. The car belongs to a person belonging to his party. The industrialist who registered as the owner of the car is a member of Dr. Munir's party, the Muslim League, which is a member of the coalition government. The United States is rushing 1,000 anti-tank rockets to the Iraqi military to help combat the suicide vehicle bombs that Islamic State militants use in capturing the provincial capital of Ramadi, a first step as the Obama administration weighs a range of difficult options to help its beleaguered ally. The deployment of the weapons expected to arrive in early June after Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi of Iraq asked for them during a visit to Washington last month, comes as the defended Iraqi security forces are regrouping outside the city. A senior State Department official said Iraqis were licking their wounds a bit as they work with U.S. advisors to begin planning a counterattack. Obama administration officials have called the fall of Ramadi a huge setback, but they have sought to quell critics in the region and on Capitol Hill by portraying the defeat as a temporary blow that will not change the overall strategy for fighting the Islamic State or lessen its support of al-Abadi's government. Amid rising concern across Europe over immigration, Prime Minister David Cameron will unveil a plan Thursday that seeks to cut the numbers of migrants coming to Britain and make it harder for foreigners to work here illegally. A new immigration bill to be proposed by Cameron will include measures to speed deportations, place new obligations on banks to report customers who are illegal migrants, and give the police powers to seize the wages of those without work papers. With this immigration bill and our wider action, we will put an end to houses packed full of illegal workers, stop illegal migrants, stalling deportation, give British people the skill to do the job Britain needs, Cameron planned to say in a speech Thursday, according to experts released in advance. His package of proposal includes moves to allow local council to crack down on unscrupulous landlords and evict illegal migrants more quickly, according to Cameron's office. The United States on Wednesday cast doubt on Pyongyang's claimed capacity to miniaturize and diversify its stockpiled nuclear weapons. Regarding that specific claim of miniaturization, we do not think they have that capacity, State Department spokeswoman Mary Harp told reporters at the daily news briefing. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea, DPRK, said earlier in the day that it has entered the phase of miniaturization and diversification of its nuclear weapons for quite some time, with the successful test firing of a strategic ballistic missile from a submarine on May 8. The Asian country also blasted the US, Japan and South Korea for their claim that Pyongyang test firing of the submarine launch ballistic missile is a threat and provocation, saying it is the DPRK's right to beef up its defense ability. Before we wind up the headlines once again. Reports of encroachment on Manipur's Juko Valley by Nagaland will be inquired into soon, says Chief Minister Okram Ibobi. Thank you for watching our news, and for more updates, please stay tuned.